Alright, we are on the outside of my shop here, right behind my shop. This is the back wall of the shop. And if you can see, and you might not be able to tell, but this is an embankment that comes down and then flattens out and goes towards the shop. Way up there, about 10 feet above me, is where my tower's laying that I'm going to put up this summer. So water comes from up here and comes down and comes into this area here, and it can either go this way or come this way and go down through this channel and underneath this little drainage pipe, and then out and down hill towards the woods. When I bought the house, the dirt was, this is how it is right now, where there's a space between where the soil is and where the slab is for the shop. Now if it's like that, I don't get any water in the shop. But I have issues with erosion here where the water comes down and erodes this away. And you can see that I've had moles in here, and they've dug their little tunnels and things. Well, a couple of days ago we had a downpour. I mean, we got like 2 inches of rain, and the water was just flowing over this edge, and it took all that loose dirt and brought it up here along the back portion of my shop here, and just mounded it all up. So it's probably a good 5 inches of soil that came up here, and you can see it's up above the siding here. And that was what was causing the problem when we first bought the property, was the soil was up here. And then the owner, she had rock put in this area here, and the rock was about 4 inches above the bottom of the siding. Does that make sense? So it was above the slab level. So anytime when we get rain, the water would come in here and it would just flow into the garage. So that was bad news. So I came here with the box blade and I pulled all that gravel away, and I've never finished this job. I never got the soil down far enough where I could put rocks back in here again. So I'm going to work on this today because we have this immediate issue that needs to be taken care of. And you can see the mounds down here and the tunnels from the moles. They came in here and just tore this all up. So I have a couple obstacles in my way, and that's a tree stump and a tree. But the box blade is a 48-inch box blade, so I'll have room to get in here and scrape this away. So we're gonna see if I can clean this up a little bit and fix my problem for now, and put some grass seed in here and see if I can get grass growing in here again. And then I think I'm gonna try to dig out some more of this dirt, and then just scrape up some gravel from the driveway and put it back in here. See, all this dirt is flown in here, or it's moved itself in here, or eroded its way in here from this embankment. And it's time to clean it up a little bit and see if I can fix some issues here. So that's what we're going to do today. So we're going to go get Satoh Buck out of the barn, and we're going to come out here and scrape some of this away with a box blade and see if I can clean this up a little bit. So I did scrape probably about 3-4 inches off, and we got to make sure we got our grade right. We want to at least an inch for every foot away from downgrade, I guess you would call it, from the building. So I think I'm going to take one more swipe up here at this corner, and then I'll get the shovel out and we'll clean up along the edge of the building there, along the slab, clean that off. I'll pull this downspout out of there so I can scrape along here, try to scrape this out and then take that dirt out of here. And I'll see if I can find some gravel, muster up some gravel out of the driveway. There's a lot of extra gravel in the driveway, so I'll try to see if I can get that back over here. When I scraped it out, I kind of distributed the gravel all over the rest of the driveway, and I'll try to scrape that back up and bring it over here. So that'll be a job. I don't have a bucket. If I had a bucket, it'd be awesome, but not on this tractor. I got a Satoh Beaver in the shop that I got to work on. I'll show you guys that maybe in this video. And that has a bucket, a tiller, it has a mower. So I need to get that thing running. But I'll take one more scrape at this and try to get this area down in here, cleaned up. It don't look bad, and let's see what I can do. At least prolong this. At some point, I want to take these two trees, this stump and this tree, out of here, and I want to build a road back here behind the shed, or behind the shop, so I can get to this barn here. Because eventually, I'm going to add on to the shop. I'm going to put a 2-car garage onto the shop, so that'll close off my way to get to the barn here. So I need a new road to get back to it, so that's what's going to happen. So let me jump back on the tractor, and we will take one more scrape at this, and I'll get the shovel out and do a little cleanup. Maybe that'll be all I have to do on this part of it. I took a couple more swipes at it, and I think I got it down pretty good. I just want to make sure the water doesn't pool over here. So I'm a little low right here. So, you're never going to know what's really going to do unless I get a level out here and try to, try to see what the grade is. But man, it still seems like it's high right in here. Right at this area right here. Seems like it's still a little bit high. But let me get the shovel out. I'll clean this up along the edge here, and we'll come back and take a look at it. I know it's kind of hard to see on the camera, but that's a lot of dirt, man. I moved a lot. That's this pile over here. I scraped a lot out of there. So we'll see. We'll see what it looks like. It's hard to do when you only have this box blade. I don't have any weights for the front of the tractor, so the front's light. But if I need to, I'll scrape a little bit more out. But I guess I could get the laser out here and see what the grade is. But I'll clean up along the edge here, and we'll take it from there. Still a lot. I took a few more passes at it. It's looking pretty good. It'd be a whole lot easier to work with if it wasn't all muddy. And be a lot easier to work with if it had a bigger tractor. Sometimes you gotta use what you got. So I got this dug out pretty good. Now these piles that I got built up over here, I don't have a bucket, so guess what? I'm gonna be doing it the old-fashioned way. And I'm going to be digging these and putting these in the trailer myself. And I know when it rains, I'm going to have to come out here and take a look at what's going on. And that'll let me know whether I got to do some more out here. I don't like the way it looks right now, but I need to get this dirt out of here. So I'm going to spend some time digging this, or actually moving this into a trailer and disposing of it somewhere around the property. I asked my wife if she needs some soil around, and then I might take a couple more swipes through here and see what's going on. I really need to spend a lot more time out in this little area here. If I had a excavator, I could come out here and clean it up really fast, or a bobcat. That would be nice. Those are things that I'd like to maybe pick up in the future. I've thought about whether I'd want a tractor or maybe pick up a bobcat and a mini excavator for my property here and get some of these jobs done and get them done right. It's not easy driving around this 1980s tractor with a box blade on it with no weight, no bucket, and trying to do something like this, but I would hate to think about doing it by hand, so it helped me out here. So I'm not complaining, really. I'm really not complaining, but it is difficult. So let me dig up some of this dirt, see if I can get it out of here. I need to get it out of here before it rains. I got it looking pretty good here. I took away probably about 4 inches of soil from this area here, and I won't have any problem with it as far as leaking water into the shop or anything like that. It's pretty sealed anyway. It's gonna have to be pretty bad to get any water in the shop. It would have been a whole lot easier if these trees, that tree and that stump was gone, but I can cut the tree down, I just have no way to remove the stump. So I will try to work around it. At some point I'll be able to remove those. There's a high area right here. I'm gonna go through with a box blade a couple more times and kind of scrape that down a little bit. I've just been shoveling by hand. I shoveled all those piles out and distributed them around the property to areas that needed it. Now I'm a little tired. Oh, I'm telling you, I'm not as young as I used to be. But my little tractor here, she helped a lot. I could not have done this without it. I did my last video on this tractor. It's in really good shape for its age. It's around a 1980, 1985. I think when Satoh was bought out by Mitsubishi, as it went on, first it was Satoh, then Satoh Mitsubishi, and then I think all the stickers for the later models just said Mitsubishi on them. But it's a good little tractor. And I'm surprised it's in as good a shape as it has been, or is in. But I did a full servicing on it when I got it. I didn't use it at all until I went through all the service items on it. Oil filter, fuel filter, all the bearings, the PTO, everything was drained out, cleaned the screens and everything, and went through everything and did a complete service on it. So it's doing a great job for me, and with only 400 and something odd hours on it, it's got a long life to live. The only problem is if anything happens, sometimes getting the parts might be hard. So 404 hours. That's not bad. So we will use it a little bit more today and then put her in the barn, and at some point I'll give her a good bath. I always give her the bath about every other 3 times I use it. So we'll come back when I do my final scraping there. Alrighty, I'm gonna cut the video off today and get this one uploaded, and I'll make more of them. I'm still working on the light for the vanity. I'll do maybe tomorrow I will do an update on that, show you where I'm at on that. I haven't been making videos for that. It's been so drawn out trying to get in my shop, and there's been other things going on that kept me out of the shop, so I'll do a update video on that. I'm getting really close to being done with that project, and then I got a vanity to make. So, but anyway, thanks for stopping by. If you like the content, hit subscribe, give me a thumbs up, that'd be great, and a comment. I'd love a comment. Give me a comment. And we'll see you next time. Bye.